Hello and welcome to Flight Path. I'm Chris Jones, the Chief Marketing Officer at McCarran International Airport. On December 17, 1991, the Clark County Department of Aviation celebrated the grand opening of what was then dubbed the Charter International Terminal. In 2012, Terminal 3 replaced this aging facility, which in later years had become known as Terminal 2. It wasn't the greatest facility, but it did play a vital role in McCarran's history. Here's a look back at Terminal 2.
Early this year, excavators and other heavy equipment began tearing down Terminal 2.
With the increase in our international traffic, the facility was too small and no longer met the needs of our airlines and customers.
In 1968, McCarran Airport was officially renamed McCarran International Airport, and in 1971 it became an official port of entry for U.S. Customs, allowing for direct international charter flights. But without a full-service terminal, McCarran was not yet truly international.
Before we had an international terminal here, basically people came into Phoenix, they came into LA, they came into San Francisco. Then they had to transition to a domestic flight if they were going to come here. It didn't make it easy to come to Las Vegas.
In the 1970s and 80s, what would become Terminal 2 was two separate facilities. One housed PSA Airlines and the other American Airlines. Later, the PSA building was transformed into a small international terminal. But as Las Vegas became a destination for travelers abroad, the facility needed an upgrade.
And so the airport looked at, in its planning, what could they do to better handle charter flights, international flights, and what they ended up doing was redesigning these two buildings and putting them together into what became the Charter International Terminal.
Later, the facility was renamed Terminal 2. The 183,000 square foot building had 2 stories and featured 8 gates, 7 with wide-body aircraft capability. The terminal housed all federal inspection services and included a duty-free shop, a few eateries, and a news and gift concession. In the early days of its operation, the small facility served our passengers well and was admired for its easy access.
Passengers could get dropped off at the curb. Ticket counters were just inside, and with only 8 gates, once they got through security, their gate was just steps away. They just loved it.
Terminal 2 had a VIP lounge that catered to international travelers, but some employees remember a less than first-class experience.
Unfortunately, every time it rained in Las Vegas, for some reason, it always rained in my particular office. No matter what they did to fix it, it just seems to always rain in my office. So we always had plastic tarps to throw over my desk every time the forecast was for rain, which was rare in Las Vegas.
Another downside to the humble terminal was its lack of amenities, especially dining options.
There was a Pizza Hut and Burger King, and that was your choice. And that's what we ate every day. And I never brought lunch, so Burger King and Pizza Hut was my daily routine.
All salvageable building materials are being separated and hauled off for recycling. Once the miscellaneous concrete and other products are cleared, the site will be graded. Regardless of Terminal 2's quirks and modest size, many who work there say it deserves its place in history and in their hearts.
No matter who you worked for, everybody knew everybody because you saw their faces every single day that you came into work, and that's something we're going to miss dearly.
It was like a little family because everybody was so close and you saw everybody every day.
I spent probably 10 years in Terminal 2, maybe a little bit longer. So yeah, to me it was home.
For more than 25 years, Terminal 2 served as Las Vegas's gateway to the world. Soon the old structure will be gone, but with convenient airfield access, the site gives the Department of Aviation options for future development and new memories.
McCarran hosts thousands of arriving passengers each day. Once on the ground, these travelers are ready to experience the sights and sounds of Las Vegas as soon as possible. New technology and a team of dedicated transportation specialists make taking a taxi a convenient option.
Number 12, please, this way.
For many travelers, getting out of the airport means getting into a cab. On average, more than 3 million passengers move through these lines and into the back of a taxi each year, making this airport loading zone at Terminal 1 likely one of the busiest in the United States.
Well, we monitor the convention schedule from the LVCVA on a monthly basis, so we know exactly what days are going to be our peak days for that month. We add transportation specialists to our taxi operation on a needed basis, so we can maintain a high level of customer service.
Most of the time, passengers can catch a cab in less than 10 minutes, but during peak periods on Thursdays through Sundays, average wait times can increase.
I'm in four, number 18.
To keep the lines moving as quickly as possible, McCarran's friendly transportation specialists assist passengers, adjust the queues, and direct cabs to the appropriate loading space.
44 on 19.
McCarran recently implemented new technology that allows the airport to track taxi wait times. Computer monitors are strategically placed before the queue and show passengers approximate wait times, which are often less than expected.
Well, previous to the sign, a passenger would come out and see a line, and it can seem daunting at times. They don't really understand that it does move quickly with the help of our transportation specialists, but we want to give them more real-time information so they can judge accordingly.
Big conventions translate into busy curbs at McCarran. On January 6th of 2016, during the peak of the Consumer Electronics Show, transportation specialists loaded 830 cabs an hour, or 14 per minute. That's more than 16,619 cabs during the course of the workday.
I'm 1,000 miles from nowhere, and there's no place I want to be.
And from time to time, we'll even provide entertainment for passengers while they wait. We'll tell you more about that later. In spite of the high volume, McCarran's taxi curbs are also some of the most efficient, giving Las Vegas visitors a convenient choice for getting to their final destination.
To help welcome our passengers as soon as they get to the airport, we've launched a new campaign we like to call Voices of Vegas. Let's take a listen.
Voices of Vegas is a new program focused entirely on the Las Vegas music scene.
Rather than playing generic music throughout the terminals, we are broadcasting songs from the Rat Pack, Elvis Presley, Shania Twain, other resort headliners and artists with a Las Vegas connection.
Heartache number 3 is when you call me.
Voices of Vegas also includes live performances in the airport to help welcome visitors to Southern Nevada.
You know, I think they've really liked it here. We've had a lot of great compliments, and it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot of iPhones out recording, a lot of people dancing.
During community events and popular conventions such as the Consumer Electronics Show and the National Finals Rodeo, the music is a big hit with passengers.
Oh yeah, while you're waiting on your baggage, waiting for your bags to get off the plane, and nothing better to hear some country music.
My mom's coming in to help me with my twin girls, and we got here early, so I thought I'd have the girls come in, and thank goodness there's entertainment for them.
The program also expands the existing partnership with the Clark County School District.
It's just cool seeing like all the people around here like enjoying the music.
Local students perform during special occasions such as Mexican Independence Day and the annual tree lighting ceremony.
Come on now, let's celebrate, the season is here.
Hi, I'm Marie, and I'm a little bit...
If you listen closely, you'll also hear audio messages from local fan favorites Donnie and Marie, Imagine Dragons, and Britney Spears.
Hi, it's Britney Spears. Make the most of your trip. After all, what happens in Vegas, well, you know.
Showcasing more local professional and amateur musicians is a great way to improve the customer experience and amp up the airport's ongoing community outreach efforts.
Terminal 1 is getting an updated look. The makeover has been divided into 3 separate projects that will modernize the facility once this work is completed in 2017. Here's a look at the improvements.
The $37 million project calls for upgrades to Terminal 1 baggage claim, ticketing, and the A-gates.
The end result will update the look and feel of these areas and enhance our passengers' travel experience.
Work is already underway in the baggage claim where the carpeting is getting replaced with poured-in-place terrazzo.
Not only will it be easier to maintain and clean for our staff, but it's also going to have highlights of multicolored patterns, very shiny, so it's really going to give us that wow factor for all our customers that come into the airport.
Decorative wall and column treatments will also be installed in baggage claim, and the restrooms will be updated.
We really need to have that great first impression and last impression. Almost 50% of our visitors come through the airport, and we need to give them a good impression, and this project's really going to do that.
Terminal 1's ticketing areas will also be transformed with new terrazzo floors and decorative column treatments. Customers in the ticketing area will see new entryways, doors, fresh paint, and new restrooms conveniently located in the center. Some in-floor electrical ductwork is also planned to increase McCarran's ability to support self-serve check-in kiosks. The A-gates will also get refreshed, similar to the improvements that were already made to the B-gates. When the entire project is finished, Terminal 1 will be easier on the eyes and easier to clean while helping McCarran serve Las Vegas visitors for decades to come.
Until then, please pardon our dust while we work to complete the project on time and improve the customer experience at the airport.
McCarran International Airport is located in the heart of the Las Vegas Valley and serves as a vital link for the local tourism industry. Here's a by-the-numbers look at why McCarran and its sister airports are such an integral part of the economy and community.
The Clark County aviation system includes McCarran International Airport, North Las Vegas Airport, Henderson Executive Airport, Jean Sport Aviation Center, and a small general aviation airport in Overton. Together, these airports have an estimated economic impact in the region of $28.4 billion. That amount equals approximately 30% of the gross domestic product in Clark County and is the result of the efforts of more than 200,000 employees that earn $8 billion in labor income generated from commercial aviation in the Las Vegas Valley. The Clark County aviation system is a self-sufficient business enterprise. No local tax dollars are used to fund any of the airports, which means all the benefits provided to the local economy come at no cost to the local taxpayer. But McCarran is more than just an economic engine that helps drive the southern Nevada economy. It's also the first and last look for nearly half of all Las Vegas visitors. That makes providing great customer service a top priority. These efforts were recently recognized in the 2015 North America Airport Satisfaction Study, conducted by the prestigious international research firm J.D. Power and Associates. McCarran International Airport performed exceptionally well in the survey, ranking third overall among 30-plus entrants in the large airports category. Each day, McCarran handles nearly 3 times the number of passengers compared to number 1 ranked Portland International Airport, and sees more than double the passenger activity of number 2 ranked Tampa International Airport. Considering those numbers, McCarran truly ranked number 1 among large airports in North America. From top to bottom, our emphasis on excellence and customer service is paying off.
McCarran International Airport is a city within a city. From shops and restaurants to a police station and post office, it takes more than 16,000 employees to keep this airport running smoothly. Here's a look at some of the unique jobs and the employees who help passengers get where they need to go.
Maintaining a major transportation hub takes a team of dedicated employees working in various areas of the airport, including the terminals, airfield, and roadways. Of the 16,000 total airport employees, Clark County employs nearly 1,400. The Department of Aviation has a broad range of positions for individuals with or without an aviation background. Whether the position is entry-level, technical, or managerial, an ability to work as a team and provide great customer service is a must.
Las Vegas is known for the hospitality. We have the highest standard, and we want that standard brought to the airport, and our employees are the ones that provide that standard. We want them to work together because that provides the best experience possible for the passenger.
The airport is a dynamic and exciting place to work. From custodians and communications network analysts to programmers and passenger service representatives, each employee is committed to making every passenger's trip through our airport a positive experience.
We're in circulation. We move people back and forth from into Vegas to out to Vegas to different destinations. We got to keep our operation moving, got to keep customers happy, because seeing them leave happy, I know they'll be back.
McCarran is the 25th busiest airport in the world and the 9th busiest in North America. All employees directly and indirectly assist passengers, and that effort ultimately helps the airport grow and prosper. There are a lot of employees, some who work behind the scenes, providing a vital lifeline for the systems and services that passengers, vendors, and other government agencies rely on.
We interact with other offices and other divisions at the airport. We also work with vendors, and we are basically the integrators between our users, the public, and the technical side.
McCarran's array of jobs is vast and unique. From a locksmith who maintains hundreds of door locks, to airside maintenance workers who use bulldozers and heavy machinery on the airfield, to electricians who keep thousands of motors and conveyor belts working.
I do like working here. I believe that the airport is the first and last place that a traveler gets to, so I like to make a good impression on that.
Everything they do on the job makes for a hassle-free airport journey for passengers.
Every day when certain situations arise, like weather for instance, it's my job to work around it and to come up with a solution extremely quickly and to work with different agencies to make that happen as smoothly and effortlessly as possible.
With teamwork and dedication from airport employees, McCarran will continue to maintain its position as a global leader in aviation while providing each and every customer an experience on par with the community we're privileged to serve.
For passengers who need assistance navigating through McCarran International Airport, courtesy wheelchair service is available at both of our terminals. This valuable amenity is helpful to our customers and is why passenger service agents and mobility assistance representatives are at your service.
McCarran International Airport is dedicated to providing convenient and comfortable service to all of our customers.
Are you Mr. Smith? Yes. Hello, how are you? Good. My name is Melody. I'll be assisting you today.
If you or a member of your party need a little extra help, courtesy wheelchair assistance is available.
Yes, sir. I have the bag right here.
Friendly, professional, and knowledgeable staff are ready around the clock to help customers get where they need to go. These representatives greet customers at the gate or curb and then escort travelers through the entire airport process.
I get to meet new people, different people all day long, get to talk to them. They're traveling from different places to different places. It's always interesting.
And I'm gonna have you get your ID out, okay?
Departing passengers get assistance checking in with the airline, processing through the security checkpoint, and boarding the aircraft.
All right, you guys are all set. Is there anything else I could do for you guys?
Passengers arriving in Las Vegas are greeted at the gate. Then they are escorted to baggage claim where they can get help retrieving checked luggage. Representatives will even help travelers with shopping and other needs, all while ensuring the customer gets where they need to be quickly and safely.
We don't just take them to their gate. Sometimes passengers want to stop to get some food. We take them to the restroom, but our main thing is to drop them off on time at their gate so they can make their flight, their connecting flights.
Because these employees spend more time with each customer than most other airport personnel, this job requires great people skills and sturdy walking shoes.
A smile goes a long way. Always greet passengers with a smile, obviously. Make them feel comfortable. We always ask them if they have any special needs, anything that we need to know about before we proceed with assisting them.
Tablets and radios are critical tools of the trade for passenger service agents and mobility assistant representatives.
Oh, I gotta run. I'll see you later.
Who are quickly dispatched to the customer's specific location. Customers can request the service in advance through their airlines when making travel arrangements. Passengers who didn't plan ahead or just need last-minute help can simply ask any airline representative upon arrival.
You can reserve when you're booking your flight, you can reserve a seat, but because we're always available, we're always here for them. So even if you don't reserve a chair, we're always going to have some PA standing by available to assist.
As one of the fastest growing segments of the traveling population, the number of those requiring a wheelchair continues to rise dramatically.
And when help is needed at McCarran, passenger service agents and mobility assistance representatives are at your service.
Since the opening of Terminal 3 in 2012, passenger volume has significantly increased. To help keep the facility operating at maximum efficiency, the airport uses a state-of-the-art visual docking guidance system. Here's how it works.
In addition to ramp workers guiding pilots with handheld wands, a visual docking guidance system, or VDGS for short, has its electronic eye fixed on incoming planes.
Using laser technology, a sensor on the terminal display scans the incoming aircraft as it taxis toward the gate. The scan is compared to an aircraft database to identify the specific aircraft type. Precise guidance information is then automatically displayed on the screen so pilots can safely and efficiently park the aircraft.
It's so broadly used both domestically and internationally that pilots see this on their regular flying day.
As certain larger aircraft can only operate at designated gates, the VDGS checks the aircraft for compatibility before allowing it to park. A failure to match information against a predefined acceptable profile for the expected aircraft will result in an immediate stop message to pilots. The sensor also scans the apron, making sure there are no vehicles or objects in the way of incoming aircraft. In addition to enhancing safety, the VDGS can help avoid delays by keeping things moving in inclement weather. When the threat of lightning sends ground crews indoors, the automated system continues to identify available gates and allows pilots to self-park, enabling more passengers to deplane at the gate. The system makes every approach and docking at Terminal 3 as safe, smooth, and fast as possible.
Now the system does it itself and uses a series of lasers and mirrors to dock the aircraft within 10 centimeters of where it's supposed to stop.
Speeding up the docking process optimizes gate capacity and means that aircraft engines can be turned off sooner, saving valuable fuel. A win-win for McCarran and the environment.
McCarran hosts more than 120,000 passengers a day, and it takes a lot of food to satisfy the appetites of so many hungry travelers. As part of the airport's ongoing sustainability efforts, when there's excess food, it doesn't go to waste. Some items are donated to the local community, which helps those in need and keeps McCarran growing green.
As McCarran's master food and beverage concessionaire, HMS Host easily meets that demand with a variety of airport dining options, but they're also doing their part to help feed those in need in our very own community.
It's actually something that HMS Host does corporate-wide. For HMS Host, this is important to do. It's a way that we can give back to our community.
Monday through Saturday, a refrigerated truck from the Las Vegas Rescue Mission pulls up to the loading docks at McCarran. They're here to collect packaged food HMS Host didn't sell at its airport concessions.
Well, there's two things. One, it prevents waste, and that's just good for the community as a whole. But maybe more importantly is the type of food that's donated. Because it's perishable, it's fresh produce. Those are things that are very difficult for us to maintain the kind of inventory to be able to supply for people.
Items include wrap sandwiches, prepared salads, packaged fruit, and other items that can no longer be sold to airport customers but are still fresh and healthy.
And so the for-profit world working with an organization like us and saying, let's share in this together to make our community a better place. That's incredibly important, and we're so grateful to have that. But on a practical basis, when you serve 1,000 to 1,200 meals every day, from lunches to a community meal that may see as many as 750 to 800 people come in just 1 hour, the resources to be able to adequately feed are so important.
Would you like salad?
Yes.
You want dressing on your salad?
Yes. The value of that to be able to provide for people who otherwise may go hungry is so essential, and is such a huge help for us to be able to do what we do each day.
In my situation right now, there would not be a lot of options for me. I needed the help they provided. Whatever is donated through the community and through McCarran also is hugely beneficial. It's given me the new edge I need to have vision for the future for myself to continue in it and be successful.
The daily donations help feed community residents in need, prevent food waste, and divert refuse from the landfills. And that's just one more way McCarran is growing green.
To reach out to the growing number of Hispanic customers, each episode of Flight Path features a segment in Spanish written with English subtitles. Here's Gabriela Miro to tell us more about McCarran International Airport's passenger service representatives.
El Aeropuerto Internacional McCarran tiene un equipo de representantes de servicios de pasajeros que ayudan a los pasajeros con muchas de sus necesidades de viaje. Usando chaquetas de color marrón, representantes de servicio de pasajeros son fáciles de identificar y han estado proporcionando excelente servicio al cliente en McCarran por más de 25 años. Representantes de servicio de pasajeros también se ubican en los puestos de información del aeropuerto para ayudar a los viajeros con preguntas sobre tiempo de vuelo, ubicación de las puertas, transporte, compras y opciones de dónde comer. Hola, ¿me puede ayudar, por favor? Para viajeros que no hablan el inglés, ayuda adicional está disponible.
Aquí en McCarran International Airport también tenemos un banco de lenguaje. Es un servicio donde tenemos una panfleta donde la sacamos, se las enseñamos a los pasajeros. Pueden verla, cualquier lenguaje que se les haga conocido. Nos enseñan. Después lo que podemos hacer, llamamos a un servicio por teléfono donde vamos a agarrar un intérprete.
Estos empleados valiosos también sirven como embajadores ambulantes, asistiendo a los pasajeros en el aeropuerto según sea necesario.
Es bonito el trabajo, es divertido, cada día aprendes algo nuevo.
La mayoría de ellos están certificados para administrar RCP, resucitación cardiopulmonar, y usar un desfibrilador externo automático. Cuando el aeropuerto está ocupado, los representantes de servicio de pasajero ayudan con el control de congestionamiento y ayudan a gestionar las áreas de entrada y en los puestos de seguridad. Trabajando con el público en los terminales, los representantes de servicio de pasajeros son a menudo el primer recurso para los pasajeros cuando se necesita ayuda adicional. La prioridad es de proveer el mejor servicio al pasajero.
McCarran International Airport is home to a variety of shops and restaurants. Recently, brand new or updated concessions opened their doors for passengers looking for a last-minute bite to eat or that must-have travel item.
To meet customer needs, McCarran provides an appealing variety of retail options that includes a mix of national brands and locally owned small businesses.
As part of McCarran's overall customer service experience, we're always looking to add new dining and shopping options.
At the B Gates, a new PGA Tour Grill offers healthy dining options, which include salads and made-to-order sandwiches.
Also at the B Gates, we've added a new Stella Artois Belgian Beer Cafe, which offers crafted beer and cocktails for the passengers waiting to board their planes.
The world-famous Belgian libation can also be found at the cafe's second location in the D Gates.
And over at the D Gates, we've added Sugar Factory, which is a locally owned business, which is a confectionery selling personalized candies, roasted nuts, fresh popcorn.
Also new to the lineup is Tumi. The world-renowned retailer opened in the southwest wing of the D Gates and offers a variety of luggage, duffel, garment bags, and other travel accessories.
A new offering at the D Gates is the Great American Bagel Bakery, which offers fresh bagels in the morning and made-to-order sandwiches in the afternoon.
For a complete list of shopping options at McCarran, log onto our website to view an interactive map where you can see what each concourse has to offer.
Ever since the Wright brothers' first flight over the dunes of North Carolina in 1903, aviation enthusiasts have loved watching man-made flying machines. But there are those dedicated few who have made plane spotting their life's leisure pursuit. Here's a look at some plane spotters and their unique hobby.
501 Bravo Zulu.
There are different types of aircraft spotters with different tactics and goals. Some aircraft spotters record the registration number or VIN number of every airplane they've ever seen. Other plane spotters photograph as many planes as they can, paying attention to the different aircraft types and distinctive paint schemes. And they like to share their photos in online communities. But no matter the goal, plane spotters from around the world travel to Las Vegas in pursuit of their favorite pastime. And McCarran has proven to be an ideal venue for the growing hobby.
I think the variety here is very good. There's lots of corporate jets, there's lots of interesting airliners, and really enjoy the hobby. And that's what we're really looking for, is to try and enjoy it.
Most of these hobbyists have been to Vegas multiple times over the years to view aircraft.
I see quite a bit of the world as well. And when I'm with my wife, if it's a beach holiday, it's normally near an airport, so you can relax on the beach, get a nice tan, and get some numbers and photographs at the same time.
Spotters who like to photograph the planes prefer to shoot during the colder months when the heat haze and other visual distortions are minimized. For most of us, watching a 747 roar down the runway and effortlessly take flight is likely exciting enough. But for these aviation buffs, it's even more fun to know exactly what kind of an airplane they're watching, where it's from, where it's going, and what's its story.
And it's also it's a good meeting point with your friends as well. You know, when you're living 9 to 5 back in the UK and you come back to places like this, you can get up early in the morning, come and look up at some aircraft. It's as much as a hobby as much as a holiday as well, so we try and combine as much as we can into it.
So the next time you're at McCarran, see if you can spot the plane spotters. And if you have time, take a minute to ask about their hobby. There's always an interesting story to hear.
Now you're ready to pack your bags and fly the skies, so have a great trip. Remember to check us out on Facebook and follow us on Twitter, and use all the resources of our website, McCarran.com. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on Flight Path.